Hello everyone, and welcome to another SCPH replay. And it's time to go back in time just a little bit. I've been looking around the emails, been looking around the games, and with some of the overlaps, especially with people who have sent in more than one replay, it might be time to be doing those games. So some of these games might be a little older, might be from a month or two behind, but it's time to give them the recognition they deserve. And this one, guys, is gonna be some familiar faces here for our SCPH replays. And introducing our players here on the top left, it's gonna be PhyNix. On the bottom right, it's gonna be eXoDaSh on the blue Protoss. Instead, Red Terran on that top left, blue Protoss here on the bottom right. And it's gonna be some TVP action here on King's Cove. So guys, I've been looking around in the YouTube channel, and apparently we have hit 100 replay casts in the YouTube. Like 100 single games, not including the head-to-head. So big accomplishment, and thank you guys for keeping on with sending in those replays. This is game 101 apparently. I don't really count those things, but it was just fun to see while I was fixing up the playlist, so you can all check that out in the YouTube. So don't forget, guys, if you want to see this more often, you want to subscribe to that YouTube at Daks. It is Daks. You can just Google it. It doesn't have a custom link as of yet, so it'd be much appreciated if we can get to that marker. So anyway, still, older patch doesn't mean the strategies are anyhow different. It does take a while for any real balance patches for multiplayer to be significant. So this isn't gonna be that kind of thing with the Warp Prism nerfs. So we might see some drop play into this one. Of course, we are gonna see some Terran action. Stimpack will take a little longer than usual than the current patch, but it is what it is. And now PhyNix will be sending in that Reaper. Of course, PhyNix, one of the players who did make it to the Symbol Combine, unfortunately did finish off in the final two, which Ender and Nux did take. Congratulations to them. But yeah, it's time to see what PhyNix is going to be able to bring us today as eXoDaSh looking to scout, even hampers the supply depot. What BM? It's like, hey bro, you forgot to, wall up, you forgot to lift up your supply depot, and now I can see everything you're doing. Orbital command set on up here for PhyNix. In the meantime, eXoDaSh gonna be hampered by this Reaper. 1 kill already, but we do get the Stalker. This is pretty much signature stuff here from eXoDaSh. He loves going Blink Stalker and goes all in with 2 bases to go. Semi command center set on up. This is gonna be a 2 base versus 2 base on the PVT setup. So this is gonna be pretty even. Of course, the Terran will be able to get more minerals with those mules, but the Protoss will be able to hunker on up and keep up in terms of the economy. Anyway though, one is ready, the other one is out and about, and we're waiting for that last one. The starport gonna be needed to finish up that tech tree. The poor probe though will get spotted. PhyNix knew that eXoDaSh didn't actually get that probe back, and it's gonna be a one-way trip to hell there for our poor worker. So on King's Cove, pretty medium-sized map. There is a significant distance though from the 2 main bases, so a lot of ground to actually cover, a lot of ground to actually run around in, and bases abound to explore. But now the Stalker will catch out the Reaper. The Reaper doesn't care, can just run away with this one. We'll get enough of the combat trucks to stay alive. We'll go for the Scout as well, so Stalkers abound again here for eXoDaSh, pretty much what you would expect. We are going to get a second gateway. We already have our Twilight Cancel at the same time. And Blink being researched on up. It's on the fast track, man. This is going to be a fast one-way trip to get that Blink. Anyway, PhyNix going for the micro. Good micro with the Reaper. Getting cluster bomb to hamper those probes. They are going for the surround. The Stalker, though, is a good component to counter this. But up the ramp he goes. And this Daredevil just completely kicking butts. Just going around. Gonna bother the mineral line one more time. And still the Reaper able to stay alive. 4 kills already. Getting the poke. And eventually the Hero Reaper does drop. But yeah, that was a lot of effort being applied there from PhyNix. Did his macro suffer? Seems like it's not really the case. As he's queuing up siege tanks, he has them already set for the defense. The Stalkers are trying to go for the pokes against the bunker, but Marines are on the inside. So PhyNix gonna be deciding to build a little bit of a wall onto the side just to allow some more fortifications for his secondary base. At the same time though, Medivacs now are abound. Marines are inside, loaded on in. And more siege tanks right now for the defense. It's gonna be a creeping barrage as soon as PhyNix decides to head on out. At the same time though, eXoDaSh gonna be trying to see if there are gonna be anything else coming his way. So it's gonna be these scouting pylons basically to check out the corners of the maps. And anyway, still a lull in the battlefield. Some more pokes here from the Stalkers. The Siege Tank though is doing significant damage. One does go down. And eXoDaSh is like, okay, never mind, I'm out of here. Interesting. Using the supply here for the supply depot. You can really see a little bit of the rust there in terms of the macro. But PhyNix will try to keep that one up. Might be better, of course, to get those supply depots queued up in the first place, because mules and scan are quite important components. 50 energy for one supply depot is equivalent to 100 minerals. What does the mule do? A lot more than that. So it's really just equivalent exchange that doesn't really pan out well. At the same time, though, PhyNix gonna waiting at the wings. eXoDaSh gonna notice his third base getting hampered. He sees the medevac, he knows the Marines are there, gonna get loaded on in, so the Stalker's gonna have a priority target. Blink is available though, and here we go with the shots onto that medevac. It might be a 1-3 trip right here, right now. Can the Nexus be cancelled by the Marines? Here we go with the blink forward, and eXoDaSh is gonna clean up this engagement. Into the front we go, and that is gonna be a takedown. Observer right now going for the scouts, and we'll see if PhyNix has any other shenanigans behind this. So PhyNix right now double pumping those upgrades. We are gonna get the Stimpack and the combat shield. Interesting, the SCBs were stuck behind our siege tank. You know, they tried their luck, as we are gonna get +1 here for our infantry, +1 on the armor as well for that infantry. So weapons and armor gonna get an upgrade, more bullets, more steel, and looking better and better for our Terran. Now this poor Nexus doesn't even get full HP as it comes on out. It took some mortal damage rather. It took some HP damage, so it wasn't able to really restructure. It's probably pretty on the outside, but absolutely terrible interior decoration on the inside. But anyway, let's look at eXoDaSh, what he has. He is going for a mech play. He is into Sentry, has a Colossus as well. It's 4 legs good. Hover tech is cool too. Observer in the air. And PhyNix in the meantime gonna have an expedition force. This is a very small army though for PhyNix compared to the Protoss that will waiting at the wings. He's not committing everything on the outside. Worker count pretty even. eXoDaSh a little ahead. PhyNix though not sending everything in. But the siege tanks now going for the artillery mode. So the observer will be able to see this. Gonna pop that observation mode just in case. Does PhyNix actually know that that is there? Seems like it's not gonna be the case, as only on the spectator screen. By the way, shield batteries are at the ready. They are going to be defending this third. At the same time though, +1 on ground weapons and armor plus charge lots. Gonna be rounding up the Protoss deadball. Anyway though, medevacs now soaring on the side. They are going to go to the right. Going to go to the eastern quadrant and look for a potential sniper 2. Pylons right now to see out whatever is there. There is one photon cannon, but it won't be enough. And it's going to be a 2-prong attack, but eXoDaSh is the one taking the offensive. Here we go with the force fields. It does block off the Zealots, though. So not really the best force field there from eXoDaSh, but at the same time, he is going to be able to mop that one up. Zealots honestly taking some significant damage without that charge. They can't make it through the gap. And at the same time, at least the Marines can push forward and clean up that Colossus. Tit for tat there from our 2 players. The drop though from PhyNix at the same time with that engagement, showing some really good micro. So in the end, it seems like eXoDaSh losing out on a number of workers, taking some significant damage there. PhyNix won't be also happy about that one. He lost his army in front, and they will have to go for a reset on both sides. But PhyNix is looking for more pressure here in Paradise. This might be some trouble waiting at the wings. As the photon cannon now being set yet again, make that to look for an insta-kill onto a medevac or 2. Maybe, just maybe, eXoDaSh can clean up one of the flyers before they actually finish drop, insta-killing everything on the inside. Anyway though, still the same composition. Interesting, we're not getting any immortal play here from eXoDaSh. But at the same time, Colossus is going to be good against the Bioball in the first place. Going to be melting those infantry as they walk on forward. At the same time though, oh, the scan on point! PhyNix going to spot that observer apparently, maybe seeing the shimmer in the map. And one scan could mop up that poor observer, just doing its job. +2 though coming our way in terms of weapons and armor here for our infantry. +3 though on ground weapons, I believe, and +2 armor? Or is it plus... No, it's +2 only. The blue one is +3 if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, Templar Archives right now Gonna be working for some high temp, maybe into some Archons as well, as he's not really getting Side Storm as of yet. But eXoDaSh doesn't have as much gas as he would like. He's investing heavily in Stalkers and Colossi and even Sentries. So going Templar Archives isn't really the most... You know, it won't really net you as much value as it should. You're not gonna get as much Archons as you would like. But anyway, the PhyNix now going for the Scouts. Maybe a Dark Templar Archon would be a little better. Ease up on that gas count. Anyway, fourth base. Oh no, not gonna happen. The Pro being hampered. One Marine gonna shoot that one down. And the full brunt of the Protoss Deathball giving chase. The PhyNix though with the Scout. Gonna see those Liberators flying on out. And we are gonna get a composition here that really involves Sim City into this one. Anyway though, we are getting some Liberator weapon radius upgrades. It's gonna be a bigger circle, I believe, or it's gonna be more potent within it. Anyway, the barracks though being set on up, a big Sim City right here, right now, for PhyNix in first place. And yeah, bigger circle makes it scary, make them more potent as units, and that's just gonna be one poor Marine getting melted yet again. The Stalkers still out in front one more time, and here we go with some more libs. We are gonna try to go for the shots down below. Liberates King's Cove in the name of the Terran Dominion. Gonna be a good beach resort here for the Emperor. But anyway, still PhyNix waiting outside. Here we go with eXoDaSh now, getting some more Archons, and this Deathball for the Protoss looking scarier and scarier. 200-200 versus 200-200. You'd see Protoss having the advantage in that one if microed correctly, or you just go for the A move and win the game outright. Anyway, the Terran though still has a lot of tools in their arsenal. Medevac's gonna heal, Liberators and Siege Tanks going for the Siege. And the Mule right now gonna be topping things up, but oh, the Siege Tank and the Mule having conversation. No, I don't want you to touch me, never mind. I guess I have to let you. Anyway, another scan. Where does it go? Somewhere here. And at the same time, this will be PhyNix noticing, where the hell is this army? Because eXoDaSh has moved on forward, and PhyNix at the same time going for the push. These gateways will immediately go down, or might not even be built, and might turn into a base race situation because this fort base is gonna go down. It's a two-prong attack though. This Photon Cannon trying its best to take care of everything along the way, but these three infantry gonna do something about the action. Now at the same time, the main base being attacked, being sieged, but oh, eXoDaSh losing out so much from that high ground. The Liberations with the zones, and now we have a recall back into the base. But eXoDaSh losing a base, losing workers, has to go for the pull, has to go for some desperate sentries to go for the force field. Good step back on in though from PhyNix, and this is gonna be a complete worker punishment courtesy of the Terran player. What went wrong there for eXoDaSh? It seems like that high ground was just way too much to deal with. The Liberators getting some really good hits. The Siege Tanks were there as well. But now we have a blink forward here, and this is gonna be eXoDaSh playing as aggressive as he can. It might be a huge mistake though, because PhyNix having the significant advantage, and the Colossi have back on out. Here we go with some Zealots. The Stalker does go down. The Stalker army rather goes down. The Sentry will fall. Here we go with that one warp prism. It has an Archon. Should it load on down? It's just waiting there. It's doing absolutely nothing. Come on, eXoDaSh. Let it go, let it go, let it go, and the GG is called. PhyNix takes the win, and good to see, you know, both sides showing some improvement in layer replays in Cibol, and hopefully, well, we can notice them in WESG as well. So, good back and forths. Unfortunately for eXoDaSh, they're just not having the proper position, proper micro, not getting to spot out those Liberators, those Siege Tanks all the way on that high ground, and PhyNix using the terrain for the Terran as an advantage to win this game out. So anyway guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. That was a fun one on King's Cove.